We need to be spooling up. Yeah, we're there. I'm seeing it. Welcome everybody. How's it going? Let me show you this craziness. I am. I'll try to keep you guys off camera. I am sitting in Martha's Vineyard.
All the way up there, John?
How can I flip this thing? It's not flipping. Flip.
Flip, damn it.
There we
you
go. So I'm sitting in Martha's Vineyard. So check that out. People.
People of unknown origin.
So they're doing a great job here of keeping everybody socially distanced.
Mm-hmm.
But I'm here at the beach club for a couple days. A buddy of ours invited us to stay a couple days. So
nice.
We decided that we would definitely come and hang out, and we're doing the show from here. So welcome everybody for Disney's Beach Club Resort.
They are open. After all,
they are. The DVC wing is the yacht club is completely open, but the DVC wing is the only part that's open at Beach Club.
It's good. They get
there. Yeah, it's coming slowly but surely. It's coming back. So, you ready to go ahead and get into it?
I am.
And I'm doing this from an iPad and my laptop, so I'm not able to do the full craziness. So, if you're leaving a comment, let me know and I will read it later. But thank you guys for being here. Here we go. In today's show, we've got news about the Haunted Mansion game coming. Disneyland Runaway Train has been delayed, same as Disneyland, still delayed. More dining options return to Walt Disney World. Trivia, headline news, and so much more, all in today's Disney Parks Podcast.
Welcome to the Disney Parks Podcast with your hosts, Tony Casanova from DisneyByTheNumbers.com and Parkhopper John from WDWParkhoppers.com. Keep your hands, arms, feet, and legs inside the podcast at all times. And get ready for the Disney Parks Podcast.
All right, everybody, welcome to the show. Whether you're planning a family vacation or a romantic getaway, a destination wedding, any type of travel, once everything opens back up, you definitely want to be talking and planning right now with our good friends over at Destinations to Travel. They are your one-stop shop for any type of traveling that's going on. So go over to DisneyParksPodcast.com/D, 2 That's DisneyParksPodcast.com/D, 2 Fill out a quick little form, and someone from Destinations to Travel will be in touch with you. It doesn't cost you a dime. And I always say it's better to have them and not need them than need them and not have them, because if something goes wrong, you've got a travel planner. They'll take care of all the craziness for you. So we want to thank them for being sponsors of the show. And so, yeah, how you doing tonight, Uncle T?
Pretty good. How about you? Well, you're at the beach club, so
I'm
you're
at the
doing
beach
fine.
club. You know, I'm good. I'm good. We're here at Martha's Vineyard, so if you hear the noise in the background, that's what we're doing. So we're having a great time so far. I have to go back to work tomorrow, which is as much as I love my job.
Yep.
Not looking forward to that, but you know, is what it is. How are you doing?
Yeah, hanging in there. Just chilling out, relaxing.
Nice. Did you do any Disney this weekend?
We went to a resort on Disney property for dinner.
We did.
We went to La Luce.
La Luce, yeah, over at the Bonnet Creek Resort.
The Hilton Bonnet. The Hilton Bonnet.
The Hilton Bonnet Creek Resort.
Yeah.
So
it wasn't bad. Underwhelming on the food.
Yeah, on a scale from 0 to a Ravello, it was definitely like a 5-6.
Yeah. It was funny, my mother said that Wolfgang was better than La Luce.
Really? Well, you know, Wolfgang Puck is Wolfgang Puck.
They don't disappoint. They don't disappoint.
Never have.
Very consistent.
Never will.
Yeah, very consistent over there, which is good to see.
Yeah, absolutely. Totally. So, yeah, we had a great time doing that. And then all we did was just came over here on Sunday. So we didn't do a ton Disney.
Yeah.
We did actually swim in Stormalong Bay for my very first time today. It was
How was the
life-changing.
sandy bottom?
Oh, my God. It was just the best. It was, I forgot that they had it and I'm walking along, all of a sudden it's like, I'm like, I forgot they had a sandy bottom. It was great. It was so good.
Mm.
I enjoyed it. And then there's the patches where they don't have the sand.
Oh.
Not so good.
So I
But it was
assume you
great.
don't get you don't leave the pool with sand in every crack like you do a beach.
No.
Which is
Plus, you don't
nice.
have the waves. You don't have the waves knocking you in the face. And
Yeah.
the way they've got it built, I mean, if the sand is in the dead center, it comes in this way. And so when you start getting out, it starts,
Yeah.
the regular,
Yeah.
unless it was filled with sand way back in the day. And, they
Do
just
you-
lost them over the years.
Yeah. You haven't been. This was your first time, but do you feel that they have removed lounge chairs to make it more? No.
Nope. Do you guys get a sense that they moved lounge chairs?
To make it more
Did they
socially
really?
distant.
Really?
Took them away to put grapes in.
Okay. Yeah. Well, apparently our peanut gallery over here says that they did take a few away to make some breaks. So I'm like, they're like 4 or 5 in a row, and there's like a little brack.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Yeah. And we weren't allowed to move them at all.
Yeah.
So
Yeah, I know
I
that.
pushed mine forward a little bit so I could get out of the sun, and I was nervous the whole time. So anyway, so anything else you want to add before we get into it?
No, I think that's good.
All right, well, there's nothing else we can do but get into the news. Oh, I thought you were going to join me.
And now, Disney Parks Podcast News.
All right, everybody. The Haunted Mansion Call of the Spirits board game is coming from Funko. One of Disney's most iconic attractions is coming to life in a new board game from Funko, Disney's The Haunted Mansion Call of the Spirits. Thank you. It invites families to explore the sprawling estate in search of visitors from beyond the grave. In the game, players will explore all of the classic rooms from the manor, from the ballroom to the attic, and out in the graveyard and beyond as they search for spirits. But beware, as hitchhiking ghosts may end up following you home. And your board game features many unique gameplay aspects, including rotating endless hallway changes, a ghost bidding system, 99 ghost cards featuring illustrations inspired by the original attraction, and even player movers inspired by the classic bat stanchions. I'm going to have to get one of these games. The board game is for players ages 9 and up and can accommodate 2 to 6 players. A full gameplay session lasts around 30 minutes, so you can get your hands on the Haunted Mansion Call of the Spirits when it's released October of for $24.99.
That's not too shabby.
No, it's not bad at all. I thought it was like a Ouija board, and I'm like, I'm not touching
Yeah.
that.
It's interesting that Funko is broadening their product line with now games.
Yeah.
They
It's just,
figure
I think it's,
they figure if we're paying all this money for a license fee, let's get the biggest bang for our dollar.
right. I mean, it makes sense with it's a natural progression from characters to now larger characters to sets to all sorts of stuff they're doing. A board game really isn't that big of a deal.
Yeah.
Why not?
Yeah, interesting.
I'll buy one.
So does the game come to a stop if somebody puts ashes on it from a dead person?
Mm-hmm.
Like in the attraction?
No, but I'll tell you, someone from housekeeping will come in and probably have to clean it off, and everybody has to get off the board game. And
Oh, gosh.
Yikes.
Over at Disneyland, their runaway railway reaches construction milestone, and an opening date has now been pushed back to 2023.
wow,
That's nuts.
2 years for that ride. I mean, come on, people.
Yeah.
Seriously?
Yeah.
Didn't take that long for them to build the first one.
Well, they had some construction issues to begin with, which delayed it, and I guess with the COVID, that just added the last nail in this Haunted Mansion coffin.
Wrong attraction.
Yeah, right. So Disneyland Resort president and my friend Ken Potrock, hi Ken,
I can.
has revealed that construction on the Mickey and Minnie Runaway Railway has reached a new milestone and will be opening a year later than previously announced. And I like that they're now using Instagram as a method of communication.
Got to go where the eyes are.
Yep. So on Ken's Insta, I think, well, it was probably on Disneyland and stuff. Ken said, I am thrilled to share my happiest view on Earth with you today. It's a special peek outside a window at his Team Disney Anaheim building, and this particular view offers a behind-the-magic look at the momentous milestone that is happening today at the Disneyland Park. The first steel beam has been placed for what will be the future of Mickey's Runaway Railway attraction, scheduled to open for guests in 2023. This new attraction was originally announced for Toontown in Disneyland Park last year with a tease from then resort president Josh D'Amaro. Now they've swapped on Insta, and eventually official report on the Disney Parks blog, which had an original date set for 2022. Walt Disney Imagineering also posted the same construction milestone on their Insta, stating the first steel beam is being installed for the future of the Mickey Runaway Railway attraction at Disneyland, scheduled to open for guests 2023. So everybody's posting it. The Disneyland version of the Mickey Mouse themed attraction will open in the El Capitan, get it? El Capitan Theater, but will follow the same storyline of the original Mickey short titled Perfect Picnic.
I was thinking that this ride would open much sooner.
Yeah.
Much sooner. But,
I thought
hey. Oh, well. More dining options are now available here at Walt Disney World, open this fall. Disney announced that the additional dining options will be returning this fall as part of the resort's phased reopening, including a modified character dining experience. Can you believe that? Starting on September 24th, guests can once again dine in the enchanted setting of Cinderella's royal table at the Magic Kingdom. This experience includes a banquet fit for royalty, with main courses ranging from roasted chicken to chef's fish of the day. La Poisson. Sorry, wrong movie. The Disney princesses will not be greeting guests when this offering returns, but Disney said that there will be plenty of delicious fare and fun to be enjoyed. On September 25th, Minnie's seasonal dining returns to Hollywood and Vine at Disney's Hollywood Studios. Guests can get in the spooky spirit with Minnie's Halloween Dine, complete with a monster feast served to the table. So you're not going to be able to get up and go. It's going to be served to you. Yeah. Mickey, Minnie, and more of their friends will make an appearance, allowing guests to wave and snap photos of the characters from their tables. Both of these experiences will be available for reservations online and in the My Disney Experience app beginning on September 11th. In addition, more snack and quick service options will be reopening at Walt Disney World. Gaston's Tavern at the Magic Kingdom will reopen on September 4th, and the ABC Commissary will reopen for walk-in and quick service starting on my birthday, which is, everyone, October 8th.
Oh, very nice.
That's exciting.
I'm glad they're starting to open these up and then figure out that the character buffet things can be family style,
Yeah.
Which just makes sense.
Yeah, I mean it's great that they're getting them open, and slowly coming back with the park hours changing a little bit. I mean, it's great to see that forward motion is happening, and more people are coming. It's becoming a little bit more normalized, and that's important.
Yep. So Disney dropped a big bombshell of a ton of discounts for trips to Disney World. So let's go over some of these, and don't forget, you'll see in the lower third our travel partner, which can help you with any or all of these. So first up, it's the Magic is Here, play, stay, and save up to $500. So you can enjoy savings up to $500 on a 4-night room and a 4-day ticket package at select Disney resorts for stays on most nights between now, September 4th, and December 25th. That's from now until the end of the year. That is a great deal.
Basically, yeah.
Yeah.
That's amazing.
I mean, they're just going here. So the
Come back.
Yeah, the deluxe resorts are Bay Lake, Boulder Ridge, Copper Creek, Animal Kingdom Beach, Boardwalk, Old Key, the Poly, which is weird because we'll talk about that later. Riviera, Saratoga, Beach Club Resort, Beach Club Villas, the Grand Floridian, and then the yacht. And then on Disney Moderate Resorts, you can save up to $250, and that's over at the Caribbean, the Cabins at Fort Wilderness, which is a good deal. And Disney's Coronado reopening on October 14th after they sanitized the NBA out of there. Over at the Value Resorts, you can save up to $100, and that's at the Art and Pop, and then once again at the campsites at Fort Wilderness, which is a $60, not actually $100. Then they have the Magic is Here room offer, where residents of select states, so they're selecting which states, can save up to 30% at select Disney Resort hotels for stays on most nights between, again, September 4th and December 25th. And this is only available for the following states: Alabama, Georgia, Kentucky, Louisiana, Mississippi, North Carolina, South Carolina, Tennessee, Virginia, and West Virginia. And what do all those places have in common, you may say to yourself? Well, they're all in the South. They're all within driving distance. That's why. You don't have to even get in a plane to save the money on this.
That's right. They're all within driving distance. They're all on the eastern United States.
That's correct. Proof of residency will be required at check-in. So don't think because you're coming from New York, you can say you're from Alabama, start talking with a southern accent, they're going to let you just check in. You're going to have to pull out your driver's license.
Have to pull up that ID, yo.
Yeah. Like I said, if you want to book any of these, and they have more, some other deals too, don't forget, go visit our travel partners. You can visit them at DisneyParksPodcast.com/D2 travel, and that destination to travel. And they can help you book any of these. All of the cancellation policies have been updated and changed. So I would highly advise you to get a travel partner during this COVID to do this.
Absolutely. Absolutely. I highly encourage that.
Yep.
So, we're staying here at the Beach Club. We had a great time last night. We got in and we kind of lounged around a little bit. And, then we got together last night. All of us, we went out on the porch. We have a little itty-bitty porch, but we all got on it. And we were hanging out. We had some cocktails. And I had my phone on me. And I'm like, we need to listen to some Disney music. So what did I do? I went out and put on the Disney Hits playlist, and I was using Spotify. And we listened to a bunch of tunes. I love, again, I'm going to say it, I love the fact that there's music from Lilo and Stitch on there. There's music from Tarzan. There's music from all the classic Disney hits, as well as a lot of the new ones. So I'm super excited about this, and I'm so glad that we get to talk about it. Let me ask you this: when you're bebopping around the house, when you like clean the house, do you listen to music and do all that?
Yeah.
Or are you a podcast guy?
Yeah. No, I like to listen to music when I'm running around the house. So it's either two things: Disney hits or country music. Those are the two things I'll.
Well, those are different.
Yeah, those are way different. But I am making a road trip this Thursday, and I plan on using it in my CarPlay with my Amazon Music. So
cool.
I'll be able to, stream the Disney hits in my car. So.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
So we're talking about this. You can enjoy the magic of Disney music anytime, anywhere. The Disney Hits playlist features all of your favorite Disney songs. All you have to do is, if you're using an Alexa device, say, Alexa, play Disney Hits, or stream Disney Hits on your favorite music services, and let the magic of Disney music bring a smile to your face and warm your heart. And, like for us, it helps us pass the time. If we're working or we're cleaning, it's just great to have on to listen to actively. It's also great to have on in the background. It's great to relax while you're on Disney property. I can officially say that because that's what I was doing last night. So to get a great list to play when you're just really doing all of those things, you can go into any of your music services and find the Disney playlist. The Disney Hits playlist is available on every major music streaming service, and I highly encourage you to go check it out today.
Hey, John. Last week we had a trivia question.
Did we now?
We
How'd
did.
that work out?
It was good.
Yeah?
You can go. The question was this: Duchess is a mother to how many
Right.
kittens in the movie The Aristocrats?
Hang on one second. Duchess is the mother to how many kittens in the Aristocrats? The Peanut Gallery says 3.
Do they know their names?
Do you know the names? What are the names?
Marie, Toulouse, and Berlioz.
Oh, they got them right. So
There
they
you go.
could have won had they sent an email in. To,
That's correct. They could have.
Yes.
Could have, should have,
So
would
what were the names?
have. Maria, Berlioz, and Toulouse. And the winner was Barber.
All right. Good job, Barbara.
So it will be in the mail this week. So here is this week's trivia question. You ready?
Uh-huh.
Let me get my thing up here. What is Flynn Rider's real name in the movie Tangled?
Oh, I know this. It's Shazam.
Yes.
Right?
Yes.
Oh, cool.
So if you know the real right answer, send that to DisneyParksPodcast@gmail.com. So what is Flynn Rider's real name?
Yeah. It's a sexy man name, too.
It is very.
Well, the new tower over at Swan and Dolphin reaches a construction milestone and gets a new name. The new addition to the Walt Disney World Swan and Dolphin Resort area has reached a construction milestone, and it's announced its new name. The new tower topped off its top floor with the installation of a steel beam on the 14th story. And as the beam was raised, it carried a tree and an American flag per construction industry tradition. The tower is expected to open in the summer of 2021 as a 349-room hotel and will now be called the Walt Disney World Swan Reserve as opposed to the Cove. So once complete, the Walt Disney World Swan Reserve will offer two presidential suites, 149 regular old suites, all with floor-to-ceiling windows and suitable for families of 6 to 8 people. The hotel will also house its own signature restaurant and bar, lobby lounge, and a grab-and-go market, health club, and pool. Guests of the Walt Disney World Swan Reserve will have full access to the rest of the Swan and Dolphin, including 18 restaurants and lounges, 4 signature restaurants, Mandara Spa, 5 pools, and other special Disney benefits. Meetings and events will also have their own place at the tower, which will offer over 22,000 square feet of functional space. The 149 spacious suites will also offer collaboration space for groups of up to 20 with access to 2 16-inch monitors, conference-style seating, and a built-in break area and private bathroom. So, at the top floor will be a glamorous event space that offers grand views of Epcot and Disney's Hollywood Studios. If you want to learn a little bit more about Walt Disney World Swan and Dolphin Resort as well as the reserve, you can go to swandolphin.com.
Interesting.
Yeah.
Why
very
did they put the meeting space up there and not a restaurant like everybody else?
I don't know. Because they have to do something to differentiate themselves between the Swan and the Dolphin Resort.
Yeah, I guess.
I mean, that meeting space being up on the 14th floor is like huge.
Yeah,
I mean, the views are going to be amazing.
yeah, it'll be good. In some interesting news, the Polynesian Village Resort is to remain closed until the summer of 2021.
Get out. Seriously?
2021. That's next summer. So Walt Disney World announced that the Poly was going to stay closed until the summer of 2021. Originally scheduled to reopen August 12th before being pushed back to then October 4th, guests will now have to wait even longer to go to Grotto, Tambo Lounge, Ohana. It's all shut down. So as a result of the upcoming refurbishment to the ceremonial house, Monorail service to the resort will temporarily be suspended this October. Well, that'll be good because it'll just go faster. It's one less stop. The closure will allow Disney the time to make enhancements to the guest rooms at the Poly, which will be inspired by the Pacific Ocean and the islands. In addition, patterns, textures, and other details will be inspired from Moana. You're welcome.
You're welcome.
So here is a updated reopening timeline. So September 21st, the Disney Grand Floridian Resort and Spa is going to reopen. Then October 14th, you have Coronado Springs. And then November 1st, you have Disney's Art of Animation. And then now the summer of 2021 will be the Polynesian. And
wow,
these are subject to change.
Of course they are, because you never know. You never know.
You never know if we get another...
Yeah.
And it makes... and
Do not speak of such things. In a story that I never thought that I would put these two things together.
Me neither.
Metallica is going to remake Nothing Else Matters for Disney's Jungle Cruise.
Now, what would have been better if they said they're going to do the soundtrack?
That would have been amazing.
I would be like, excuse me, what?
So the famed metal band will be featuring a fresh take on their hit song Nothing Else Matters that will help to feature a key portion of Disney's Jungle Cruise starring Emily Blunt and Dwayne "The Rock" Johnson.
The COVID Johnson.
Yes. Drummer Lars Ulrich of Metallica shared his excitement for the film and getting the chance to work with Oscar-winning composer James Newton Howard. To which James Newton Howard said, "Who is Metallica?"
And what's the Jungle Cruise?
What's the Jungle Cruise? It really goes back to Disney production president Sean Bailey, who was a lifelong rock fan. Okay, hang on. So we're spending millions of dollars on this movie. This dude just really loves Metallica, so they're like, I'm going to put Metallica in the Jungle Cruise.
Because it's a perfect fit.
Because it makes total sense to me for some reason. So anyway, so Sean Bailey said it's just all around one of the greatest, most friendly, generous, warm, and embracing people you'll meet. That's what he said. That's who he is. Mm-hmm. And he's been always been a Metallica fan. Mm-hmm. And he said, we've gotten to know each other well. Mm-hmm. My wife and I are big Disney fans. Mm-hmm. So that's got to be Lars. Yeah, that's Lars saying that. Yeah. So let me go back. So Lars says, it goes back to Sean Bailey, who is a lifelong rock fan and just an all-around one of the greatest, most friendly, generous, warm, and embracing people you'll find in the music business. So this is my Lars impression. So I was thinking, him being a Metallica fan, and we've got, to know each other really well. My wife and I are big Disney fans, which I've never heard of Lars Ulrich being a Disney fan. So there's a great friendship there. And he's always looked for the right match where there was a way that Metallica could contribute to some project. And this was the right fit. It was Sean leading the cavalry, and with James Newton Howard and his track record and what he's done. So let me ask you a question. What makes more sense to you? Metallica in Jungle Cruise or Metallica in any of the Iron Man series?
Probably Iron Man series.
That's what I would think. So James Newton Howard, the man, the myth, and the absolute legend, considering what he's done, it's an absolute honor to have done this with him. I'm quoting Lars some more. And we're excited for the world to hear. It's kind of an interesting morph because it's kind of, I don't know. I don't want to give too much of it away because Lars doesn't have a very large vocabulary. But it's very unusual morph, and it's that kind of arrangement of Nothing Else Matters that we're playing. We wrote the song, but he took the song and rearranged it to fit something specific for the film. And obviously, I'm not going to give anything away, he said for the second time. But we then kind of took on his version of it, and I think that all should be said. So congratulations, Lars, for putting a paragraph together. Disney Jungle Cruise is a film based on the Disney Park attraction by the same name, where a small riverboat takes a group of travelers through a jungle filled with dangerous animals and reptiles as they venture into the Amazon in search of a mystical tree with healing powers. Emily Blunt, Dwayne Johnson, and Jack Whitehall all star. The Jungle Cruise is set to be released, well, supposedly on July 24th of 2020, but
We know that hasn't happened.
that didn't happen. I cannot see Metallica in the Jungle Cruise song, but who knows?
Yeah.
What do I know anymore?
We didn't think, Lin-Manuel Miranda would do Moana. Right?
Fair point. Lin-Manuel did an amazing job with Moana, so who am I to judge?
Yeah. If you're a Disney cast member and have not been on the hub or paying attention to anything that's been going on because maybe you've been furloughed and just didn't care anymore, we'd like to let you know that your boss or bosses has now given you more theme park availability after Labor Day. So don't try and go yet, but there are some dates opening. So Disney has just released a lot of cast member availability to visit the theme parks for the remainder of September, signaling anticipated lower crowds after Labor Day. And I think it's going to drop off like a cliff after Labor Day. So that's just my 2 cents. The calendar has indicated a lot of availability for the Magic Kingdom, Epcot, and Animal Kingdom. Disney's Hollywood Studios still is a blackout, so you still can't go there.
Right.
You got to go buy a ticket if you're really that desperate to go.
Right.
As a reminder, the calendar, which shows the days a cast member could visit the theme parks, but they still have to make a Disney Park reservation to visit. They're expecting to see a busy Labor Day, which I think it is. I think I've seen reports where it's been really crowded. Disney Springs was shut down at capacity, so I think
Really?
Yeah. So I think a lot of that's been happening. And it was Disney World was the top destination in the United States by hotel bookings as well. So Disney Park passes availability remains slim for Labor Day weekend. It's over. Don't worry about it. But Disney also tipped their hand to the lower crowd levels by cutting the theme park hours beginning the day after Labor Day and then adding cast member availability as well. So
Right.
if you're a cast member and you're willing to go and you don't have a thing that you have to go to the studios, if that's not on your list, then, go try it, And I think, too, when I was looking at this calendar that it seemed to be mostly during the week, Monday to Friday, and not so much on the weekend. So
Yeah.
that
More so like Tuesday to Thursday.
yeah. So if you don't have a problem, going to the parks on the weekday, then I think you got a shot because I think Hotel Gas, AP, and DVC are gobbling up the weekends.
Right.
Yeah. So
And that's to be expected too.
right.
Us annual pass holders are always going.
Yep.
But I'm shocked to hear that Disney Springs was at capacity today.
It was yesterday.
amazing.
Yesterday.
Was it yesterday?
Yeah. Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
So
And
I guess it's a good thing we didn't try to go down.
yeah, in Buena Vista, like heading towards SunTrust, complete standstill.
Really?
Yeah, because everybody has to go down and make that U-turn to get to the parking
Right.
garages. So all the garages will full. So they were,
That's crazy.
I don't know where to go.
So
Hotel Plaza Boulevard and go back home.
that's right. So in some mixed news, some Disney cast members have been getting pay raises, but many have been getting furloughed. And I read the story being surrounded by a bunch of Disney cast members, so very poignant. Some of the cast members have a reputation for superior customer service and often play a very integral role in the guest park visit experience and the resort guests as well. Many of these cast members were furloughed when Disney World closed, although some, but not all, returned to work when Disney reopened. Now, some of those cast members are actually getting a pay raise. Well, when you don't have the college kids, you don't have the international kids, you can pay
You can spread the money
people
around.
what they're worth,
Yeah.
in my opinion. Um, so the Orlando Hotel and Restaurant Workers Movement Facebook page, which I didn't know that was a thing, reports that unionized cast members working in food and beverage at Disney World receive a pay raise from 13 to 14 per hour. Disney World's mousekeeping cast members will get a base pay raise from 15 to 16, and cast members who make above minimum wage will get a 75-cent per hour increase, which is great. However, many of those working in food and beverage and mousekeeping are still furloughed. So not all Disney Resort hotels are open, and some hotel reopenings have been delayed, like we've mentioned with the Poly, with others not even having a solid reopening date yet. So that means that cast members who work in their mousekeeping departments for those still closed hotels have no idea when they're going to get back to work. So this is also true for the food and beverage side of things. Not all Disney World dining locations have opened, and those that have reopened, some have been closed yet again, which just blows my mind. Unfortunately, many of the cast members also recently received news that their furloughs might be extended beyond 6 months from their first date of furlough.
Yikes.
For those cast members who return to work, all we can say is that guests remember to please treat them with kindness and to treat them well. And if they're in positions where you tip them generously.
That's great. Yep. Remember we spoke about this wait list? You can get on a wait list, for some of the dining locations, the sit-down dining locations. Well,
Yeah.
there has been a little twist in this. With just a few taps on the My Disney Experience app, guests with parties of 7 or less can quickly view current wait times and potential dining availability at participating owned and operated table service restaurants and add themselves to the wait list while practicing the social distancing. All guests, including those with parties of 8 or more, will continue to have the option to discuss availability with a cast member. So the mobile walk-up is for the following. So September 1st in Epcot, it'll be Beer Garden, Coral Reef, the Garden Grill, La Celia Steakhouse, and Rose and Crown. Then on September 2nd, you can do this at 50s Primetime, Hollywood Brown Derby, Mama Melrose, Oga's Cantina, and Sci-Fi Dining. And then September 3rd, you can do this over at Be Our Guest, the Jungle Navigation, Skipper Cantina, Liberty Tree, The Plaza, and Tony's. So,
Nice.
there you go.
That is
A great feature that I hope sticks around way past
exactly.
the COVID.
That's that's one of those things that when they talk about some of the new technology, I'm really hoping that that's one of the things that stays, because that's pretty awesome.
Yep.
I'm going to mispronounce this for those Star Wars people out there. Please forgive me. Well, there's a new Batuan Spira gift card available at Disney's Hollywood Studios. A new version of the Batuan Spira will be available exclusively at Galaxy's Edge and Hollywood Studios. The gift card will be available at Disneyland when the park reopens later this year. This themed Disney gift card has a new theme package and can be purchased at Droid Depot while supplies last. So that's pretty cool. They're doing some really neat stuff. They're making sure that there's a lot of things out there for people to...
Yeah, do you have to buy $300 or whatever the hell it was, like the last one?
God, I hope not. That would be a problem for me.
Because, right, wasn't it $100 you had to buy on
think
the
so.
last one?
Didn't on that package, didn't you have to buy like $100 worth of merch to get that gift card? Yeah.
Yeah.
Maybe this time it'll be $350.
Right.
Because if you want this gift card, it's going to be about $350.
About $350?
About $350.
Right, hold on, I gotta do one quick thing here. La 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 la. La la. Okay. And now let me la la over here. Make a la
Wow.
la 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 la. La 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 la.
I could have just vamped for the podcast.
Okay. Let me get back to. All right. Hey, if you have the chance, we have some great merch over at TeePublic. You can see the web site scrolling up there. But this is a sample if you're watching live or the video playback. This is our 9 Old Men design. So you can get one of these. It's a mask, it's an iPhone, it's a mug, it's whatever. It's whatever you want it to be.
It's a pterodactyl, it's a brooch.
Yep. So we have a whole bunch of great designs over there so that you can go check those out.
Excellent. Well, we just got done recording not 1, not 2, but 3 Patreon shows over at patreon.com/Disney Parks Podcast. And if you like what we're doing here, if you want to support the show, the best thing we can encourage you to do is go over to patreon.com/Disney Parks Podcast, because that allows you to help support us here with a very small monthly sum, or you can pay the entire year in advance if you want to, and save yourself 10% while you're doing that. But if you'd like to hear some more of the shows that we do, you can get in at just $5 a month, and you get the extra and the extra Magic Hour show. And for $10 a month, you can get the Disney Plus podcast on top of that. Now, if you love the Disney T-shirt clubs like I'm sporting right here, you can get all 3 shows plus a Disney by the Numbers T-shirt club shirt delivered directly to your door for just $35 a month. A lot of people have been jumping on that, so we want to encourage you to look at that. Now, on top of all of those benefits, you also get some amazing rewards as well. So go check it out, patreon.com/Disney Parks Podcast. So how about a little headline news?
And now, the headline news.
All right. As we mentioned, the monorail is not going to be stopping at the Poly for quite a long time. So don't think you're getting out there.
Wow.
Next up, over at Vero Beach, the pool and recreation are going to close for refurbishment until the fall of 2020. So that'll be for a couple months. They're going to...
Is Vero open? Is Vero open again?
Yeah, Vero's open. Yeah. Yep.
Wow.
Yep. But after Labor Day, the pool and the recreation is closing down. Yep.
You're either getting the ocean or you're not.
Yeah. And then Star Wars Galaxy Edge merchandise lands at Target. And that's where we're seeing a lot of these people posting about this new Target opened by Disney. You know, the one that had the Disney store inside it.
Right.
So they have some merchandise that you can only get at the Target.
So is this the first time that Disney Star Wars Galaxy's Edge merchandise has been available outside of...
Yes.
Oh, my God.
Yeah. And exclusive to Target.
Even better.
Yep. Yep. The pumpkin spice milkshake is back at the Magic Kingdom. That's
and not a moment too soon.
Not the Starbucks one, but the regular Magic Kingdom milkshake thing. Yeah. I'm not a big pumpkin spice fan.
Yeah, I'll eat it or drink it or whatever, but
Yeah.
I don't. My life clock is not set by pumpkin spice.
Yeah, neither's mine. Mine is more set by peppermint.
Not so much.
Have you seen these new Baby Yoda headbands? They're not the Mickey ears, but it's like an entire puffy cloth headband for women. Well, it could be for guys too if you want.
No, I've not heard about.
Yeah, but it's a baby Yoda that sits on your head. Yeah.
The new Baby Yoda puffy headbands.
Yeah.
I've not heard about these.
Yeah, very interesting. You may want to go see those if you're into the baby.
Oh my God. Yeah.
Tomorrowland People Mover refurbishment has been extended through late November now.
Just go ahead and put the seats in so we can all play like we're on the Wall-E.
Just put the plastic in. We'll be fine.
Have a cup holder. That's all we really need.
For my big gulp.
That's right.
And then the Disney World Railroad track is being replaced around Fantasyland. So they ripped up all the track, behind Tron there, or in front of Tron, behind Tron, wherever you want to call it.
Right.
All the track is gone. They're replacing that. They figure, well, while the train's not running, we might as well
fix it.
fix it. And then over at the Boardwalk, Jelly Roll's Dueling Piano Bar reopening is now delayed indefinitely.
That's kind of interesting. I can't believe that Jelly Rolls. I mean, was it super popular?
Yes. Yeah. I think
Wow.
it's the screaming and yelling that they are fearful of. All the
Yes.
singing and all that people would be putting
Yes.
stuff into the air that they would not be comfortable
Yes.
with.
Yes, that makes perfect sense.
Yeah. So,
That makes
I mean, if
perfect
you've
sense.
ever been there, it's, hooting and hollering and singing and dancing and all that kind of stuff.
Right.
And I don't think Disney wants that. And then how would they social distance? Because the tables in there are tight.
Right. Yeah, that
Very
makes sense.
tight. So,
Makes total sense.
Yeah. So
All
that's
right.
it. That's it for the news that's all fit to print.
Well, guys, we appreciate you listening to the Disney Parks podcast while I'm live here at Martha's Vineyard here at Disney's Beach Club Resort. So thank you for putting up with all the ambient noise and everything. So we thank you for listening. Thank you for watching. If you're not doing anything on Monday nights, come join us at facebook.com/Disney Parks Podcast, as well as if you come find us all across the internet at Facebook, Instagram, and YouTube at Disney Parks Podcast. Make sure, please, to give us a thumbs up and subscribe to us on YouTube. We're trying to grow our YouTube a little bit, if you wouldn't mind doing that. But come find us over at DisneyParksPodcast.com. We've got links to all of our show archives, as well as our blog posts and links to our friends, like our good buddies over at Destinations Travel. Make sure that you come to patreon.com/Disney Parks Podcast if you want to support the show. And if there's nothing else, we want to make sure that if we don't see you online, we'll see you in the parks.
The Disney Parks Podcast is not affiliated with the Walt Disney Company. All Disney parks, attractions, lands, shows, event names, etc. are registered trademarks of the Walt Disney Company.